Hi everyone, welcome back to the weekly reading, and it's been quite a while since I've done a weekly reading for the astrology and the energies in general for the week ahead. That's because I've been, I've had a break. I have been working on client readings over the last couple of weeks, but now I'll be getting back into the weekly reading as a regular thing. So this reading for this week is going to be for January 30th through to the 5th of February 2018. As I always do, I start with the astrology. So there's some big stuff going on with the astrology this week, and this week, specifically the 31st, so tomorrow, depending where you are in the world, we have a full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Leo. It's going to be at 11 degrees of Leo, so if you know your astrology chart, have a look at what you've got on 11 degrees of Leo in your chart, or where 11 degrees is located in your chart. It's going to be important if you have anything in your chart 2 degrees roughly away from, so say 9 degrees of Leo, or 13 degrees of Leo, sort of anything thereabouts, you definitely find some influence will be impacting your life. Now, this particular eclipse is quite powerful. It does make a quincunx aspect with Neptune. It does contact Ceres also. Now, those influences can bring up various different issues. Now, if we sort of analyze the Leo energy and what this eclipse could mean, and given the aspects that it's making, I would say it's to do with your individuality, your personal passions, your path in life, and your focus and where you're focusing for yourself, for your needs, and what you want to do and what you want to achieve in life. So it can be that there is some difficulty around acceptance from others about what you're doing, or it can be that the need to do for yourself needs to be in balance with your other focus in your life, such as family, heart-related things. So, family, your loved ones, if you have children, or, if you're in a relationship, just balancing your own individual path and your individual needs with those of others as well. The aspect with Neptune's a quincunx, and it could actually also create some emotional sensitivity. It could be quite emotional for some people because of that aspect as well, this full moon lunar eclipse. So eclipses always create, a big energy, and the moon will probably, have sort of a special quality about it at this time as well. And the other things going on, and was that all I wanted to mention? Let me just check. Oh, the eclipse actually is not too far away also from the North Node in Leo. So that's interesting because, when I saw that, I was like, okay, so it looks to me like the eclipse is highlighting your life path direction, and in particular those people where it contacts your chart. So the North Node shows where you're moving forward in life, and it's still in Leo, and it's going to be conjunct the eclipse. So yeah, it's about opening up a path now, a direction. So you'll see that something should be opening up for you in some way, particularly those people where it contacts your chart. If it doesn't contact anything in your chart, it's going to be more of a subtle effect on you, or you may notice, you may not notice, but if it contacts your chart, it's going to be a big deal, especially if it's your sun, moon, ascendant in Leo or something like that. Other than that, with the astrology, we have a lot of air energy at the moment, of course, with the sun in Aquarius, and Mars has recently just tipped into the sign of Sagittarius, which could sort of bring a bit of a quite a strong, fiery, passionate energy, a little bit of a sort of temptation to overindulge with Mars in Sagittarius. So watch things like your diet. If you're trying to be healthier, you may need extra discipline at this time, because like for myself, I've been going to the gym like 5-6 days a week, and I've been doing that for quite a few months now. And it's interesting, just as Mars went into Sagittarius, I noticed I started to get a little bit tired and start to feel more like wanting to slack off. So, or wanting to rest more, relax, or just do fun things rather than work all the time. So it's definitely that energy with Mars and Sag wanting you to just kind of take a break, relax, and, take a break if you need to. If you've been pushing too hard or working too hard, it's a good time to do that, because once Mars moves out of Sagittarius in a number of weeks' time, it's going to move into Capricorn, and that's going to conjunct with Saturn at some point, so there's going to be a very hard working energy. So it is a good time now to sort of not overindulge, but let yourself have a little bit of a break at times, or a bit of fun, or a bit of an indulgence. It's, you know, as long as it's not too much of a good thing, that's when it gets bad. But if you're doing it in balance with your life, it's all good at this time. So February 1st, something else of significance, Mercury tips into the sign of Aquarius, and Mercury is said to be exalted in the sign of Aquarius, which means it's meant to express itself in with more agility, with more, you know, with a higher sort of frequency of intelligence to it, and an ability to tap into wisdom and truth, and also to follow your unique path. So from February 1st, you may notice, if you're sensitive to the energies, a bit of a shift in your thinking, from, you know, a bit of a heavier energy that we've had with Mercury in Capricorn, and we've previously started with Mercury in Sag, which hasn't been the best energy for Mercury. Now it's moving into Aquarius from February 1st, so that should sort of bring a lot more ideas and mental stimulation, interesting conversations. If you felt a bit bored mentally, it's a good time where you know, for you to feel a bit more awake, a bit more in tune with yourself. If you're someone that's creative, it's great for getting ideas and feeling more mentally inspired. So, you know, some good information can come your way after February 1st with Mercury moving into the sign of Aquarius. All right, so that's the astrology for the general energies at this time, and I am just going to pick 3 cards from the Witch's Tarot for energies for this week for everybody. Remember, this is just a general reading. If you would like a personal reading with me, follow the links below to my online store. At the moment, I am pretty booked up, so turnaround time is going to be minimum 8 business days, 8 to 14 business days at this time, because I don't like to rush my readings. I like to do quality readings for people. So when I have a lot of readings to do, I still pace myself through them, because I want each person to get that quality reading, and that's really important to me. So if if you're impatient and you need a quick reading, I still have options for that. I have quick turnaround readings that are via message, and you can find those on my store as well. So let's see for the energies for this week, or what we've got. January 30th to the 5th of Feb 2018. And this one here, and I'm going to pick one card after from the Chakra Insight Oracle also. Oh, the 10 of Wands. Yes, I'm feeling that way at the moment. And the 9 of Wands, okay. And the 2 of Swords. Okay, interesting story here that's saying for this week. Well, it's interesting because we have the Wands very prominent here, and the Wands, you know, relate to fire. And we have Mars now moved into a fire sign of Sagittarius, very early degrees. So that would relate to what we're seeing here. This is about not overburdening yourself. And as I was saying before, you know, in next month we're going to have Mars in Capricorn, and at some point, you know, it's going to make conjunction with Saturn, and we're going to be working really hard. So at this time, it could be an opportunity for you, if you get a chance to have a day off, if you get a chance to have half a day off, or to slow down a little bit. Take, you know, a day for yourself, to look after yourself, to do something to nurture you, to look after your well-being, rather than push, because this energy here with this next to it, it is warning you to slow down before you're forced into a slowdown, because you're just taxing yourself too much, or you're doing too much, or taking on too much. Also with this one, I'm getting here, and with it being next to the 9 of Wands, be careful of not taking on other people's negative attitudes or beliefs that are, you know, not your own, and making them your own, because you'll feel burdened by that. So it's about being strong in yourself. And the 2 of Swords here can also be speaking about being in two minds about something, and not being able to make a decision about something in your life, about a direction, or about, you know, do I change jobs, do I stay in this job? It's very much things going on in the mind, and, you know, energies playing on the mind. So with the 2 of Wands here, with these cards, it tells me you're feeling, as a general message, a lot of people could be feeling quite burdened at this time, quite tired, and work can be, you know, a bit much at this time, and a bit defensive towards other people as well here with the 9 of Wands, saying that, you know, maybe lately people have been frustrating you, or you know, not being supportive, and you're kind of feeling defensive towards them in some way, or you're a bit wary of where they're coming from, even if you're not overtly defensive or frustrated, you just maybe feeling like you need to protect your own sanctuary, your home zone, your heart. You know, Leo, the eclipse in Leo relates to the heart, so protecting your heart at this time could be something for some people. And being in two minds is like trying to make a decision about your future, about direction. And I feel with the eclipse this week, it's going to help to shed some light on this in terms of direction for people, because especially if it contacts your chart, it's definitely going to help to give you a bit of direction there, to make you feel like you're not as confused. And with Mercury heading into Aquarius from February 1st, that could also help with mentally, like, having clarity and realizations and understanding now what you need to do or what the truth of a situation is. Okay, all right, so let's go with one card here and then I'll finish off. Let's see for this week. I've just drawn to this top one here. Ooh, interesting. I've never seen this card before. It says money. It's got the Australian $5 note, which is cool. I didn't realize, that's right, this deck, the Chakra Insight Oracle by Karen Sangster, and the artist, oh my gosh, I've forgotten her name, but I know who she is. She's an Australian artist. And why is that information not clearly seen on the box? I wanted to mention her name because I remember following her work for quite some years. Amy Edwards, that's right, Amy Edwards. I'm pretty sure she was from, she's from not far from Sydney, maybe Wollongong area, or not far from there. I could be wrong on that, but I know she's from New South Wales. Anyway, this is the card about money. So it's saying that you may have concerns about abundance, about how you're going to, you know, move forward with certain issues. Say if you're trying to relocate, or you would like to move to a bigger place or a better place, something along those lines, or even you want to change jobs and you're just concerned about money. This is all about that. So it's interesting. It's a 14, so 4 plus 1 is 5, and 5 relates to independence, and that also relates to the eclipse in Leo, which is all about your individuality, your independence, what you can do, you know, to empower yourself, to use your will to make your life better. And this issue comes up this week to do with finances, power, empowerment, abundance and generosity. And for some people, I'm getting there's either you're helping someone with something financially, or someone's going to be helping you. That's one other message. That could be for one person or more than one person, I'm not sure. I'm just going to see what else I'm getting with this. Okay, I just heard savings. So for some people, there's also the issue of savings coming up, which is going to be very important for this year, especially with Saturn in Capricorn, which is all about the long-term view, not necessarily quick fixes or, you know, quick answers to money problems, but really doing the hard work and really saving your money is actually going to be really beneficial while Saturn's in Capricorn, not just this year, but next year also. Let's see if there was any other last messages before I finish. I'm really drawn to those koi fish, which are so cute, and I don't know, I just find them really cute, those fish. There's something about going with the flow as well, and I think it's about worrying. So I'm feeling like, you know, do what you can with your money to make it work for you, like saving it and not overspending on things that you don't need at this time. Though there will be temptation with Mars going to Sagittarius to splurge on things. And it could be a message about that, just being careful not to splurge too much in the next few weeks. That your money would be better off being saved as opposed to, you know, spent on things that you don't really need at this time. And also it's something about people saving for things that are really important to them. That's another message coming up. So that was the reading for this week, guys. It's great to be back, and thank you to those people who messaged me about the weekly reading, waiting for it to come back. And I'm sorry that it was a bit delayed, but I hope everyone has a really great week this week. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Bye.